So, before we do any Qigong, we need to bring our body and our mind and our breath into a basic state of relaxation. Just bringing your attention into relationship with the body and the breath and the space around you automatically begins to settle the nervous system and really cultivate that parasympathetic nervous system that's so important for healing and nurturing your body. These Qigong exercises are done standing. They can also be done seated, but we're going to practice them standing. So I want to set myself up with my feet about shoulder width. My knees are a little bit bent at every part of my body, the elbows and the wrists and the ankles, all the joints you want to have to be open. One thing is that you don't want to have totally straightened joints or bent joints, but instead rounded joints. That way the energy can flow through the joints. Just rocking back and forth is a good way to start to feel where the balance point is in terms of the front and the back of the body, the left and the right side of the body. Just going back and forth, a little bend in the knees and seated in your hips. So rather than the hips being stuck out or sloping forward, I imagine I sit down. That lengthens the lower back. I don't want you to do anything extreme. You want to lengthen the low back as though you're going to sit down on a high stool. All these exercises need to be done in a way that's appropriate for your body. And there should be no pain in joints. So if you start to feel pain in your knees or ankles, especially, modify it. Make it a little easier. Don't go as deep. Just take it easy. So, a great way to start is just by bringing your mind into relationship with the body, just feeling the whole body. And then briefly, just bringing your attention to the upper part of your body, just the upper part of the body. And then, after a few moments, to the lower part of the body. And this doesn't have to be long, although it can be very enjoyable to make it a longer practice. Okay, now bring your attention to the front half of your body. Just notice without any judgments the sensations and the quality in the front half of your body. And then switch to the back half of your body. Noticing the spine, the shoulders, the back of the legs. Now bring your attention to the left half of your body. And just briefly tuning in to the left side. And now to the right side of the body. Then the inside of the body. And finally, to the outside of the body. And then once again, bring your attention to the whole body. And you'll find that already things are shifting a little bit. We're slowing down our sensation. We're relaxing and settling the body. And the mind, by bringing the mind in focus and attending to ourselves. Especially important is that quality of sensing into the internal aspect of the body and then the outside. And one of the things you can tune into as you bring your attention to the outside of the body is the ground and seeing how far you can feel into the ground and feeling out the top of your head. You can almost feel like a hat's coming off or you're being lifted up from the top of the head. Those forces, the positive force of the sky, and we call it, and the negative force or yin force of the earth, those two you're going to let organize your whole body and your mind. like a set of iron filings in relationship to a positive and negative poles of a magnet. And let your arms relax along the side as you let your mind stretch in both directions. And you can let your breathing easily fill up the belly and the whole body, sometimes imagining that you're breathing through every pore of the body. The head is slightly brought down. The chin is slightly tucked, and that's just to lengthen the back of the neck. In the same way, we wanted to lengthen the low back. The back of the neck is also lengthened, relaxing the body. And that's how we prepare to start any Qigong set.